Hello and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Bia Wali. I am teacher training student at Rehan School Lahore campus and welcome. Today we will be discuss mm, exploring the future of augmented reality. Augmented reality is transforming the way we learn, work, shop, play and interact with the world around us. By combining digital information with the real world, AR is creating exciting opportunities across the education, healthcare, business, entertainment, and many other fields. Let's explore how the technology is shaping in the future and the possibilities it offers. Assalamualaikum Maya.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Whenever you're ready, I'm all ears for that topic you were starting to mention.
So my topic is exploring the future of augmented reality. What is augmented reality?
Now we're talking. Think of it as a digital layer over the real world. Unlike virtual reality, which shuts everything out and puts you in a totally fake environment, augmented reality or AR just adds to what you're already seeing. It's like having a heads up display for your life where digital images, text, or 3D objects are overlaid onto your actual surroundings in real time. A simple example is something like Pokemon Go or those filters on social media that put dog ears on your head. Does that click, or do you want to dive into how the tech actually pulls it off?
How is augmented reality different from virtual reality?
The biggest difference is where you're actually located while you're using it. VR is an escape. It replaces your entire surroundings with a simulated world. So you're essentially blind to the room you're standing in. AR is an enhancement. It keeps you grounded in the real world, but sprinkles digital information on top of it. One takes you somewhere else while the other brings the digital world to you. Does that clear up the distinction?
Where do you, where do we use AR in our daily lives?
It's actually way more common than people realize because it's often hiding in plain sight. Beyond the obvious stuff like Instagram or Snapchat filters, you see it in things like those IKEA apps where you can virtually place a sofa in your living room to see if it actually fits. Some people use it for navigation, like those apps that like overlay arrows on the street through your camera to show you exactly where to turn. Even some modern car windshields have it showing your speed and directions right on the glass so you don't have to look away from the road. Do any of those sound like things you've used?
Why is AR becoming more popular?
Barrier to entry has basically vanished. We all have a powerful camera and a high res screen in our pockets now, so we don't need some. Plus, it's just incredibly intuitive. It's much easier to see a digital dress on yourself in a mirror than to imagine how it looks from a photo. I think people are also just craving ways to make their digital interactions feel more tangible and connected to the physical world. Do you think the convenience of it is the main draw, or is it more about the cool factor?
How might AR change the future of communication?
I think it's gonna make distance feel almost irrelevant. Imagine having a conversation with someone who's thousands of miles away, but instead of a flat screen, their holographic projection is sitting right there on your sofa. We could share spatial experiences like walking through a virtual museum together while actually being in different countries. It moves us away from staring at a device and puts the focus back on the person, even if they're digital. Do you think that would make us feel more connected, or would it just feel a bit too uncanny?
How can students prepare for career related to AR?
It's a great first, a strong foundation in 3D modeling is key. Learning tools like Unity or Unreal Engine is basically the gold standard since that's where most AR experiences are actually built. Then there's the technical side, like diving into C Sharp or Swift, depending on whether you're targeting different platforms. But honestly, the non technical side is just as important. UX design for AR is completely different from a flat screen because you're designing for a physical space. So, studying human computer interaction is a huge advantage. I've heard that building a portfolio of small, weird projects is the best way to get noticed. Do you think you'd be good at coding?
What role will artificial intelligence play in the future of AR?
AI is basically the brain that makes AR actually smart. Right now, AR can mostly just place a digital object on a flat surface, but AI allows it to actually understand what it's looking at. Imagine your glasses recognizing a plant in your garden and instantly overlaying a care guide or translating a foreign street sign in real time and blending the translated text perfectly into the sign's original font and color. AI will also handle the personalization, predicting what information you actually need to see in the moment so you aren't just bombarded with digital noise. It turns AR from a cool toy into a tool that actually anticipates your needs. Do you think having that kind of instant information would be helpful, or do you think it would be a bit distracting?
What advice would you give to someone interested in learning AR development?
First off, just embrace the messy phase. Pick a simple project, like making a digital pet that lives on your desk, and try to build it using a tool like Unity. You'll hit a wall immediately, and that's actually where the real learning happens. The AR world moves so fast that the best tips usually come from other people who are figuring it out in real time. Since you're into personal growth, you'll probably appreciate that the biggest hurdle it's the patience to debug a problem for only to find out it's a tiny typo. Do you feel like you're more of a structured learner, or do you prefer to just dive in and figure it out as you go?
How do you imagine AR will change our lives in the next 10 years?
I think we're moving toward a world where the that information will just be our field of vision, subtly integrated into our environment. I imagine things like live translation becoming standard where you can talk to anyone in any language and see the subtitles in the air. It could also totally change how we learn, like having a virtual tutor stand next to you exactly which bolt to turn. It's a bit like living in a sci-fi movie, but it'll likely feel mundane. I think we'd miss the simplicity of just unplugging.
What is the biggest lesson you have learned about the future of augmented reality?
That the the most impressive tech in the world is by the wow factor of holograms or fancy glasses, but and just makes a human connection smoother or a task easier. The biggest lesson, but about using that digital layer to help us be more present and effective in the physical world. Since we've covered a lot of ground, are you feeling inspired to try some of this out? Or is there another part of the future you're curious about?
Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining today's discussion on exploring the future of augmented reality. I hope today's conversation has given you a better understanding how AR is transforming the industry and creating existing new opportunities. Remember, the future belongs to those who embrace innovation and continue learning about emerging technology. Thank you all for your time, and I look forward to seeing you in our next discussion. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
That was such a thoughtful way to wrap this up.